Good day everybody, welcome to the 9th part of my Pentagon challenge. It's been a while since the last update, of course, since I was on holidays for a while, but we're now here in pre-season once more. It's been a difficult tenure as Gold Coast manager. I've finished 9th and 10th in my first two seasons, and yet I'm supposed to win the Elite Championship of Asia, the Champions League. This season is do or die, maybe, or do or die for definite. I actually signed a new deal, but it's only for an extra year, so I'm probably going to consider leaving if we don't actually improve our fortunes. So if you just want to take a look at how the league season concluded last time around, yeah, we were last. We had a right I'll go, but it wasn't to be. Central Coast Mariners won the league very convincingly, but Adelaide United were the grand final winners. So anything better than this would be a godsend. Like, this defence was our problem. If we look at that, we were the 4th best scorers in the league, tied with the former team Perth Glory, but the fact that we conceded 10 more goals and barely got any points as a result really cost us in the end. So a new season is upon us. So we'll just take a look again at how our season concluded, plus our next season fixtures. So our last game in part 8 was Wellington Phoenix 1-all. There it is. Was happy with that. We needed a good result against Melbourne Victory, but again, Jim Magilton, the manager for them, he's former Shamrock Rovers, of course. He just knows how to destroy me. 4-1. We had no chance after conceding 2 early goals. So I'm really desperate to get something against Melbourne Victory next year. We finally got a bit of justice in our M1 derby against Brisbane Roar. Albert Yagway scored his first goal for the club, and Mitchell Landrak scored an own goal. We definitely deserved more against Brisbane Roar throughout the season. Adelaide United were frustrating. They got lucky. Again, it's the red card curse. I just don't understand it, to be honest. Early goal, never nice. Then in an extraordinary game, another high flyer against the Perth Glory side. I was absolutely amazed at this. It really was a fantastic night. We conceded early, then we got James Brown to score, and then we just absolutely annihilated them. Yagway, Holland, Harold and Brown again. It was a joy to behold. Then unfortunately we lost to the eventual champions 3-1. Tried our best, but a poor second half was costly. Melbourne Heart, yeah, we beat them at last. The goalkeeper scored a bizarre own goal, but James Holland and Richard Garcia were on target. And then to conclude the year, it was 0-all with Sydney FC, but I think we deserved more out of that. So season 2013-14 looks like this. I thought now would be a good time to stop at pre-season, since I've done all my transfer business almost complete by now. We've won all our pre-season games so far, but I'm hoping at this stage doesn't see complacency kick in. Then our first game, it's almost like a reversal of our last season. Sydney FC come first, Melbourne Heart second, Perth Glory, Wellington Phoenix, Adelaide, Brisbane Roar, Melbourne Victory, Newcastle United Jets, and then the champions Central Coast Mariners. So that's a pretty decent campaign. That's a pretty decent looking calendar for us. So now let's move on to our transfers. They look like this. I have been busy once more. As you can see, we'll start with the departures. We sold Richard Kingston to Al Wassel, and he's been doing fairly badly there, so good riddance, I'm afraid. Naum Sekulovsky, I didn't intend to sell him. Like, I know he wasn't really good enough for the team, but you know, there was an offer and I accepted it. We released Christian Rees. he's probably gonna have to retire. Hamad G was also released. You can see 13 games, no goals. That's just not on. I felt very badly let down. Gerard Tyson probably only played once or twice for me. No, he played 3 times, but that was it. He actually never got a game at South Melbourne when I sent him out on loan, so enough was enough. I had to let him go. Gilberto Martinez, he's completed that transfer and he's doing extraordinarily well for Al Hazim, so fair play to you. Matita Simic was a youngster, he's gone. Mitchell Bevan is gone. Daniel Bowles, I took a bit of a gamble letting him go. He looked fairly decent, but now he's a Newcastle United Jets player. Doubt he'll get much first team football, but you never know. We sent Sean Rooney, Josh Brilliante and Jake Barker-Daish out on loan to South Melbourne, in the hope to get them some first team experience. If it wasn't for South Melbourne, they're an absolute godsend. I really don't know what I could do without them, because they're the only team that takes in my players on loan. But now let's get to the business of incoming players. First and foremost, we got an extraordinary little loan deal here. Diego Barcelos from Nacional de Madeira, Brazil. No, they're Portuguese, yeah, with the Manchester United rip-off crest. Yeah, so I'm delighted with this. He's looking good in front of goal, despite bad finishing, and but he can play either striker or attacking midfielder or centre forward, however you want to call it. So he scored in both of his pre-season games so far. Just got to make sure he's going to get through pre-season. I kind of rated Adelaide United for players. We needed more left back strength. Casio is the man, I believe, who can take us far in the left back position. As you can see now, he is part Australian because he's been in the league for a good long while. Fantastic commitment to Adelaide United, and I hope that in his twilight years he can still contribute to the team. Eugene Galekovic was a goalkeeper for them. He's an international quality keeper, and I'm very pleased that he's come to us on a free. Big wage demands, but such is life. I needed some quality goalkeeping talent. Josh Mitchell, he came in from Perth Glory, and he can play centre, defence or the left side, which is great. Some very good stats, and he's still got a decent age. We've also got Jackson Irvine. He's a youngster from Celtic, so I'm happy to raid Celtic for all their unwanted Australian youths. Some good stats already. He can play midfield or defence, but I'll hopefully get him some game time, because it'd be very mean to sign him and then not play him. But I do have a very big squad now. We're basically touching limits. And then the marquee signing, he wouldn't accept anything less. Mate Duganzic. He's part Croatian, and he made his first appearance for the international side against San Marino, which is quite ironic but also very nice. So he's got the pace, he can take good corners and crosses, and some good stats for a winger. But unfortunately I did have to give him a marquee contract just to get him over. He's another one of those players that glitch out with the marquee contract business. I hope Sports Interactive do sort that out. But that's not all. I do have more players that I'm interested in signing, but I have them on trial. First and foremost, Alex Wilkinson is he's basically our player now. He won the A-League last year with Central Coast. He played every game, so I'm very surprised to let him go, and I'm not sure if he'll get as many games with me, but if he's gonna accept low wages, which is nice. Adam Traore makes his return. He's counted as a foreigner still, but he's just got 107 days to go. So by the time we reach January, he will be an Australian citizen, which is nice. Yeah, so Alan Smith, I just I can't really sign him now that I have a marquee contract on a player and I have 5 foreigners already. But I just felt it would be nice to bring him in on a trial because I need a bit more central midfield strength. But nonetheless, I'll probably just stick with Jung Slager, who's now injured. We've also got Ergic and Chris Grossman. I think that'll do. We have so many attacking midfielders, it's not even funny. And then last but not least, Nick Carroll. He's on trial with us. He's another attacking mid. He has ability in front of goal, even though his finishing is a bit low. And he's fairly, kind on the wages. So I'll be looking forward to bringing him in. I'm just gonna wait until the last possible minute to sign these trialists, because our financial situation is embarrassing. We're 2 million euros in the red. It's no wonder Gold Coast went under in real life, which is obviously a shame. But I really have to make the team competitive. If I had half as many wages, I'd still be making severe losses. So you just have to try and make the squad as big as possible. It's a very nice and large squad. You're limited to 23, and that's probably by the squad registration. Yeah, I've got 20 players registered. We've got some under 21s, of course. They don't need to be registered, except of course the goalkeeper, because you need 2 minimum. We've got our 5 farm players. The 2 trialists will make it 22 players in the squad. Oh, I didn't register Matej Tukanovic. There we go. Whoops. Okay, so my mistake. So we'll just register him now. Bang. And then the 2 remaining players will make it a 23-person squad. But yeah, I love having big squads. We've got 11 players there. We got another 12. That's 23. And 24, 25, 26, 28 players in the squad. Is it too big for the A-League? I would say it is, but I still feel that we need good rotation to keep everyone happy, because we were struggling for morale and everything last year with a slightly smaller squad. So I better cover this year. The youth squad, I think we got our new gens. Assistant reports. Yeah, we got one fairly decent talent here, Bartosz Jakubowski. I'm fairly confident that he can contribute. Another part Australian. He's mainly Polish because he was born there, but he loves Gold Coast already, which is cool. I'll probably train him up as a central mid. Yeah, I have been doing that actually. Good. So not many youth talents. Mitchell Cooper is still here. He could possibly another decent midfielder for us, but we've so many already. I'm not sure if he's going to even survive. But yeah, that's fairly decent. Is there much I need to say? But I suppose I'll complete the pre-season and play the first 9 games of the season, so we'll resume 3 months later in December against Sydney FC. Hopefully we'll have good news to bring, but for the time being it's probably going to take another while. The San Marino challenge will be updated very soon. Oh jeez, I hope you can read everything, because I forgot to reduce the bloody resolution. Damn it, I was meant to do that anyway. Yeah, okay. Well, apologies for that. I usually forget to do it, but I think things will be fairly legible. You probably just need to take one last look at the league season. Yeah, 27 games, 6 wins, 4 draws and 17 defeats. That's our benchmark. We need to improve, try and get 6th place at least, and build our way up. But for now, thank you very much for your time. Because of our influx of attacking mids, we're going to try out a new formation in our training system. It's a 4-3-2-1, nice and symmetric, but the 4-2-3-1 will not be abandoned just yet. So thank you very much for watching. Join me in part 10, where we'll see the first 9 games of the season, and hopefully my new signings combined with my current players will be getting us on our way to a great result in the league. Bye bye. Bye.